Welcome to Backers. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
So I threatened that we would do this, and so here it is.
You didn't back off,
That's
so
right.
now we're doing it.
You're a man of your word.
Here's the thing. No one said, don't do this. So I'm doing it. It's Venom Funeral Pyre. Why are we doing this?
That's
Venom,
an excellent question.
The movie is out, but it made $1 billion, so Venom's a hot property. But also, it's got the Punisher in it, and Punisher Season 2 and its cancellation are hot on our heels or already out by the time you're seeing this episode.
Right.
And oddly enough, this is a straight-up Venom-Punisher team-up.
I thought we were doing it because of the holographic cover.
Well,
and the fact that it looks like snow.
Oh, I see. Because
Well,
we are
I mean, it's
getting
red.
some. Yeah, no, it's
So it's like bloody
No,
snow,
that's just-
maybe not.
this cover really, really bothered me as a kid because it served zero purpose.
No.
It
It's
is
just a gimmick.
to do this.
It's
And I'm
just
like,
the background. It's
Right.
not doing anything.
There is no background. It was just
Right.
like, hey, Tom Lyle doesn't have to draw anything. Cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was also like, I'm already buying it. It's a Venom miniseries. I'm your demographic. You don't need to
No, we're still
distract
getting
me.
in those new Venom readers.
And they're also-
Not everyone's heard of Venom yet.
Yeah. It's 93. Everyone's heard of Venom. Everyone.
You know what it is we're testing out this background for trading cards.
They've already done it. Better than this. That said, I'm surprised they didn't call this Venom Punisher. Because, like, why not?
Right?
Punisher is prevalent throughout the entire series.
I'm sure the funeral pyre thing is very important.
It's not. Well, it kind of is. First of all,
It says featuring the Punisher.
it does say featuring the Punisher. I mean, like, I'm glad you have this to tell you that the Punisher's in it.
Right. This way they get to do they get to do the Venom, they get to do the Punisher, and they get a third thing in there, the funeral pyre. And what's the funeral pyre?
Right.
I
Oh.
gotta open the book to find out.
You
Everyone
gotta
knows
buy
what
it and
Punisher
look through it,
is.
exactly.
Yeah, there's gotta be, what's that hook?
All right, so you got
That's the hook.
Venom Punisher, but then it's like Punisher versus Venom?
Yeah.
You can't call the book Venom Punisher if like they're at odds with each other by the
What are you
second
talking
book.
about? You can. No, all the time.
Maybe in crossovers. This is an intercompany crossover.
I'm actually shocked this isn't in trade. Maybe it is. I'm sure there's like a collection somewhere that has all the Venom miniseries.
three
of course,
issues.
yeah.
But this, you just call it Venom versus Punisher, and that's the book. And you drop the horrible background,
Yeah.
and you make this the the cover because it's Venom being defeated by the Punisher, and you're like, no way. By the way, no. So this came out in '93. It is written by Carl Potts with pencils by Tom Lyle, who was a hot commodity back then. He drew Robin.
I have never heard of Carl Potts before. I don't think he's ever come up on the couch.
No, he's never.
No.
And this will be the last time you'll see Carl Potts in the as well. But this story takes place, it's a Venom book.
Okay.
So Punisher is a guest star. We don't really know what Punisher's status quo is. All you need to know is the Punisher is in it. And
Right.
if you know anything about the Punisher, you're good. And if you're reading the Punisher at the time, you know he's got a battle van. And that microchip is somewhere involved.
And he's got Uzis, and the ammo pouches are the teeth on his
Well, that's
uniform.
just, if you know the Punisher, then you know his costume, and there it is. When Venom spun out from Amazing Spider-Man, no pun intended, he was only in miniseries. And the one miniseries we did on this couch was Lethal Protector,
Yep.
which is kind of the basis for the movie. They kept doing them, and I don't know why they didn't just make it an ongoing.
Yeah, why wasn't it
But
just
they
Venom?
kept doing miniseries, just short bursts of Venom.
People like the miniseries.
I don't know.
If we get rid of it, maybe they won't like it anymore.
Well, I think it attracts people to be like, hey, it's a quick miniseries.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
have to read the stuff before. You don't have to read what's that. Just buy these 3 or 4 issues.
Yeah. But at the
You're
same
good.
time, what's weird is they were like, keep the Venom story going in linear fashion.
Right.
That gets you on both ends. You got
Yeah.
the people who are the die-hard fans that are reading it. You got the people that are like, oh, I'll give this a shot.
Yeah.
It's a miniseries.
Yeah, except if you're one of those people, you pick it up and you're like, what
Why
the hell is
he
happening?
Where's Spider-Man? Like, in Lethal Protector, we established that Venom is living in a subterranean utopia of homeless people
Yeah.
under San Francisco.
Which is just dumb.
It's,
That's your opinion, man.
yeah. Well,
You
that's
know,
like,
wait
your opinion,
wait until
man.
Venom 2.
Thanks, the dude.
You know,
That's just like
your opinion,
Your opinion, man.
All you need to know about the status quo is that Venom lives in this subterranean city, and
Which
he-
works.
right? And he is kind of like their superhero.
Is it still like an old style city?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Okay.
Same
With
city.
horse-drawn carriages.
I just want to make sure.
How close after the last We did leave the Protector, right?
Yeah.
How close after that is this?
It's like 1 or 2 minis after
Okay.
that.
Okay. I was kind of hoping they would update their technology a little bit, but like, hey, robot suits crashed down here.
Yeah,
and almost
the
wrecked our
diggers.
place. Maybe we should update. No, still horse-drawn carriage.
Get some new cars. Cars?
I'm actually surprised they didn't
Subway?
try to like retrofit one of the diggers. Like one of the guys who didn't like Venom and didn't want him in the society, like builds, like fixes the. He's like, I'm the top cop in this city.
Right.
and you
Now
don't need
I'm
Venom."
Lethal Protector.
Yeah, you don't need Venom anymore. You got me, Digger. It's as good an idea as anything from this. So,
great.
Venom
Thanks.
Funeral Pyre tries to do a couple things. One, it sells you on the idea like, right, Venom and Punisher. This makes sense. They're both anti-heroes
Yeah.
with black and white themed costumes.
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer.
This won't be redundant.
They both kill people.
They both
Yeah.
kill people.
Yeah, let's take 2 almost identical characters and put them together.
One shoots them, and the other one eats their brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Venom talks enough for both of them.
they have
'cause Venom
different
and Eddie
powers. They're
Brock,
totally
the symbiote, they have conversation, and Punisher hardly ever says a word.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They perfectly complement each other.
So, the story in here is actually about this kid named Gray. And Gray is an investigative reporter, not unlike what Eddie Brock used to be before Spider-Man ruined his life.
Right.
And Gray is trying to get close with the Jadoos, which is a gang in San Francisco. And the Jadoo...
Yeah, they're above ground gang, right?
Everything I'm referring to in this story will take place in real society.
Uh-huh.
And by real society, of course, I
Okay.
mean the fake society that Marvel created.
Sure.
But the Jadoo are a gang of street toughs who are...
I can't hear you say the word Jadoo without thinking of Little Shop of Horrors, and there's going
Jadoo. So the Jadoo are like basically trying to initiate Gray into the fold. They don't know he's an investigative reporter. He's just trying to get in. The thing about Gray is he has more depth to him than just being a go-getter. He has some connection with the Jadoo a little bit.
Okay.
The Jadoo set up roost in an area that Gray is intimately familiar with. And we'll get into that in a minute. But so the Jadoo are just like doing everything that your parents warned you that gangs were doing when you were a kid, and they were like, those gangs, they're just driving their cars and hitting random pedestrians and trying to score points.
Oh my God.
And
Wow.
So they see a old man and it's not his son, but it's actually an uncle and his nephew. But they see this pair, and they're like, okay, look, he's got a kid. That's extra points. So they're driving at them, and the uncle pushes his nephew Calvin out of the way, and so they strike the uncle, Uncle Mike. And Uncle Mike he's hit by the car, but he doesn't die. And you're like, oh, good. But then they're like, oh man, he didn't die.
And they stole that Trans Am.
Of course, they stole the car, they hit people with the car, they abandoned the car, they chase their prey, Uncle Mike, into an abandoned building. They chase him all the way to the top floor where he tries to
This
jump.
is insane. They would never do this. No one would.
This is what gangs do, Ethan.
Yeah, they certainly don't. They're not involved in organized crime, certainly. They're certainly not involved in drugs.
These are street tough.
Hey,
Actually making money.
These are
Why do you think they
teenager gangs.
stole the cars? Because they were on drugs. Why are they chasing them? Because they're on drugs. You don't understand. You're chasing these people down in your cars. You're putting your babies in breakaways.
Thanks, Toma.
The idea that drugs,
They don't even, no,
not
drugs don't
the
even
idea
come
that,
into play.
The idea that gangs are just randomly running around, it's like,
They're
why,
marauders.
why would you do that?
Right.
They're much more purposeful than that.
No,
They're
because these gangs-
engaged in criminal enterprise.
Not if
That's
you
why they
watch-
formed a gang.
Not if you watch the movie The Warriors.
Or Walker, Texas Ranger,
no,
or
that's
anything
real.
that doesn't understand what gangs
No,
are.
the
all
point is
fake.
that like if you see like a group of 4 people,
Right.
four
You assume
teens
that they're gang.
who dress similarly,
Yeah.
they must be their own gang.
Yeah,
Right.
but why do you think they formed a gang?
Well, clearly they are also in the drug trade or in some kind of
Oh, I
money-making
see.
scheme.
We're just not gonna
They're
show
just building
that.
their rep, Ethan.
Oh, that's in addition to the criminal enterprise. that
right,
they're
this is
part
what they
of.
do for fun. They're not on the
Right.
job right now.
But couldn't anybody do that for fun?
Yeah, but this is a coordinated team of gangsters who are committing wanton acts of violence, probably to increase their rep. You don't know. You run into a Jadoo, you know, sure, they're like a criminal enterprise, but maybe they'll also hit you with their car, or they'll beat you to death.
Wouldn't
You
that
don't
make?
know.
Wouldn't that threaten their criminal enterprise by
Why would
bringing
it?
police
No, because
attention to them?
Now you think they're crazy.
No, how?
The cops in San Francisco, they're impotent. They don't know what they're doing. They let this monster live in the sewers and do whatever he wants.
They can't stop us. We're the Jadoo.
We're the Jadoo, man.
Jadoo.
So that Jadoo, they chase Uncle Mike up the stairs. Uncle Mike sees an adjacent rooftop across the way. He thinks he can make the leap, but he's old.
Oh, no.
So he falls like 4 stories. Ooh. And then he dies.
No,
Wait, he
boy,
dies?
you-
So Uncle Mike dies.
Wow.
And it's really sad because like Gray takes the opportunity from the Jadu chasing Uncle Mike to like go and protect Calvin, Uncle Mike's nephew.
Oh.
And he like hides him in the garbage.
Okay.
And he's like, just be quiet. And
Not run. Hide in the garbage.
well, because like Gray still needs to break the story, and if he doesn't, Uncle Mike will have died for nothing. So try to keep straight all these fucking comics. So they're like, "Woo! He really splat hard! Like, like I can't believe he tried to jump. What a toolbox!" So Calvin is told by Gray about Venom.
Okay.
So Calvin is sent to the sewers to find Venom.
Does Gray know Venom, or he's just like, I heard there's this crazy
He is
guy?
intimately aware of Venom and that he's a lethal protector.
Okay.
And so,
But he's not like buds. They're not like.
no, they're not bros.
Okay.
Venom
Venom
does
has
not
no idea
know
who he is.
Gray from
Okay.
Adam.
And it's not like Venom is sending Gray up to the top side to like
Yeah. I
get,
was-
rescue
I'm
people.
like, wait,
No.
why is he sending him to Venom? I guess it's just he heard about Venom.
This book is full of clandestine meetings from characters who have no connection to each other whatsoever.
Oh, great.
Like, Gray is an independent agent who's trying to accomplish a goal that is involved with his long-dead father and also his career. Calvin is a little boy who will leave the story entirely after this page is turned. Uncle Mike is dead. Venom has no idea what's happening, and Punisher hasn't even shown up yet.
Right.
So,
We are off to a banging start.
Yeah.
yeah, this is called trying to write what people think adult stories are like, because it's all needlessly complicated.
Right.
So Calvin regales Venom with the story of his Uncle Mike's passing and Gray's involvement with the Jadu. And Venom is just like, oh, that makes me mad. So mad I'm gonna turn into Venom. And so he says like, okay, Venom's like, I'm in, I'm on the case. So,
And this doesn't freak Calvin out that he suddenly turned into a monster.
no, this is probably Calvin's greatest day of his life because he gets to see Venom in action.
Yeah.
I mean, his uncle's dead, but you know, what are
Are
you gonna
people aware of Venom, like topside?
do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
I mean, they've seen Spider-Man fight him a million times, and he also was a high-profile prisoner from the vault.
I assume there's great debate in San Francisco as
Oh,
to
no
whether
doubt.
he's
Good or bad.
Mostly bad.
Venom, hero or menace?
Right.
Yeah, I don't think so. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I would love it if J. Jonah Jameson is just writing like puff pieces and sending them out to a San Diego paper, being like,
Another
"Hey,
pseudonym?
Venom is fantastic.
Yes.
He's tearing down that no good Nick Spider-Man."
Yeah,
Venom doesn't try to hide his brutality.
right.
Venom's up front with how,
How horrible and visceral and,
Yeah.
monstrous he is.
Spider-Man is a deceiver.
Right. And that's the greatest ill, not all the bodies that Venom has racked up over the last couple of years.
What bodies? Maybe he eats them afterwards.
He most certainly does not. Not yet. So Punisher is driving from New York to New Jersey. He's going to a safe house, and he hears about the passing of Uncle Mike over the radio. You know, like, the Jadu, it's this crazy gang, and they're really bad, and blah, blah, blah. And Punisher's like, well, I guess I'll drive to San Francisco and get involved.
Oh.
Not that, like,
He starts out the book in...
in New Jersey. At first, when I was a little kid, and I wasn't really, I was like, oh, a text box.
Right.
Moving on. Punisher, I assumed was just like in San Francisco for unrelated reasons, or like
Right.
tracking down another
Yeah,
gang, or maybe
right.
they're gangs. Maybe
Yeah.
Punisher's like they're starting up satellite groups over in New York, so I got to stop them here. No.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
No, Punisher's going from one adventure to another adventure, and he's like, oh crap, there's another adventure going on the other side of the country. And then goes to Venom.
It's like he has no source of information. He's just listening for random news stories.
Yes,
Yeah.
just the first thing that comes on the news. Somebody died who was innocent.
Literally, he's in his internal monologue. He says like, better turn on the radio, pass the time. Click. Punisher, got to be in a Venom book. Okie dokie. So he leaves and he goes to San Francisco and he gets there in record time. It should take him how many days?
It should probably take him 3 at least.
I think it takes him a couple of hours.
It should take him probably 4 days unless he's driving like 13-hour days, which you could.
You could, and he's Punisher.
Not a lot of
But
fun.
it's
I
also
guess
like,
he's got the
you're
van,
a
he can sleep
wanted
in the van.
vigilante. Like, you don't want to attract attention. You don't want to speed. Regardless.
Oh,
so,
I'm doing the speed limit.
right.
My trick is I don't sleep.
That's
drive
not a trick.
24
That's
hours
called
a
being a
day.
psychopath.
I'll be there in like 36 hours.
This gunpowder sure helps too.
Oh my god.
That's how
like
there's gangs killing random people. I don't have time to sleep.
The second you arrive and engage them, you're gonna friggin' just pass out.
No, the gunfire really wakes me up.
Amphetamine. Man.
Oh God!
Yeah, he's taking pep pills, and just zapping himself. Yeah. So, anyway, we go back to Oakland, where the
I
Jadu
put
have
a hot
roosted.
cup of coffee right in my crotch, so that if the car swerves a little bit,
It splashes.
It splashes, it burns, and wakes me
Yeah,
up.
he just incorporates all the torture tactics that he uses on his victims on himself. That way, I know how bad it is because I've been through it.
And I have thumbtacks stapled to the door of the car, so that if I lean and snooze, ah!
So Gray gives us his like boring who gives a shit backstory, where his father was dying, and on his deathbed he regales this story about how like I was a scientist who worked for Hydra.
Oh.
And they were trying to create their own super soldier, a la Captain America. And then S.H.I.E.L.D. showed up, bust them up, but they didn't find the secret lab. And it's somewhere in Oakland. And so...
And the Jadu are
And the Jadu have
involved.
set up... They don't even know. That's the thing, is the Jadu don't even know.
Oh.
They've set up their base in this area where there is also a secret Hydra research facility.
In Oakland.
Wow.
Yeah, in Oakland, California.
Okay.
So,
Just hiding in plain sight.
yeah, you have to turn like a thing and a door opens.
Oh, I
Well,
see.
apparently Oakland sucks.
Yeah,
It does.
it's a rough neighborhood. That's why
At least it did then. I don't know.
we did a
now.
little bit of research, and I know that I can like at least realistically set it in Oakland.
Right.
And the Jadu could
There would be gangs there.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna call themselves the Jadu though.
Well.
So then Gray talks about how like he ingratiated himself with the Jadu by like kicking someone's ass, and they're like, "Good job," and he makes friends with another guy named Rico, and you know they're like, "Great, like your initiation's almost complete. You got to kill somebody
Okay,
though."
I have seen. By the way, they are like so white.
Oh,
There is
yeah.
no color to
The
their
color
skin.
on this is
But
distracting.
It's not great. It's not a
So
good
far,
coloration.
that Jadu have beat up 2 black people.
Yeah, they
Uncle
yeah.
Mike and this guy
They seem-
that he's getting involved with to prove himself.
Yeah, yeah. They may be racially motivated. You don't know.
Maybe the
I mean-
subtext of this book
Is racial
multi-layered.
violence.
Yeah.
That could be.
It would actually make sense if they were Hydra.
Yeah, but they're not. That'd be interesting too. If Hydra was like, okay, so we're not working by being like a faceless army of green goons that fight the Avengers. So we're just gonna like spread money throughout inner city areas and create gangs and like pockets, and they don't even know they're in Hydra.
Oh, that would be cool.
That'd be kind of neat. That's a pitch. Doesn't work here. Instead, they're just completely unrelated. If you're ever wondering, like, are they connected? Just assume no.
Right. Why would they be?
So, Venom is
That would
they're in this
require
book?
Right.
That would
Yeah,
require
well, 'cause
competent
they're part
story
of the
writing. And
story.
then we would have heard of Carl more often.
I feel bad for Carl. So Venom is aimlessly web swinging through the city because that's how he does his research, and he hears gunfire, and he's like, "Ah!" And the Punisher is just shooting other gang members because
Wow.
like bad gangs, and just opening fire on them. And it's great as you see his battle van in action. He's got a machine gun on the roof. It's shooting people in one direction.
Well,
while
that is a
Wow.
minigun by my
Yeah,
friend.
that
You are
is.
right.
How is it aiming?
Don't-
it just
don't
spins
be
in
in
a
front of my
circle.
car.
Yeah. So Punisher basically chases the wounded into a nearby building.
Jesus.
When Venom engages him and he's like, yo, Punisher, stop. This is my neighborhood.
Right.
Like,
you can't murder everyone
I'm
here.
trying to rescue a journalist who is impersonating one of these gang members, and I don't know where or he is or what he looks like. I heard he might have like a birthmark on his neck. That's like all I've got to go on.
You probably already killed him.
Right. So he
Could
says,
you give me 5 minutes to work the scene?
right. Yeah, no. I need another minute before your men contaminated, Punisher. So Punisher's like,
No.
anyone running with a gang is not innocent. I don't care about reporters and stuff. If he's working with the Jadu in any way, he's guilty. So he's gonna die. And Venom's like, well, then I'm gonna have to fight you. And so they do. So
All right.
Venom like is shot by the Punisher, and then he pops a couple of bullets out of his chest.
This is
no!
This is the most reasonable explanation I've heard for 2 superheroes. Well, not superheroes, but
But
2
anti-heroes.
Anti-heroes to fight each other because the Punisher will not stop.
Right.
He has a good reason. To be like, no,
He has a shitty reason.
He's in a
The
gang.
Punisher's great. He's
gonna die.
He's like, oh, is he working for the gang? He's not a murderer. He's part of a process that exists in our society. He's
Yeah,
like,
this is the most unreasonable I've ever seen Punisher.
yes, this Punisher should be ashamed of himself. I do appreciate that, like, Carl Potts thinks Punisher's a psycho asshole, and that Venom is the most reasonable party in the story.
Yeah, which that's weird.
And by the way, only because Venom's like, oh, I was a reporter too. Yeah, all right, I got you. I
I
wouldn't
can
want
relate to him. I guess I'll save him.
I will save him. He is innocent.
Plus, he's the innocent.
And the innocent
The
must
innocent.
be protected. I'm a lethal protector.
No,
I'm sure he
Calvin
did
was the
something.
innocent.
Yeah.
Nobody's completely innocent.
No,
Venom.
it's true.
So they fight.
Oh, so they fight, and
Who wins?
Punisher barely gets away. Venom wins. Venom wins round 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Venom kicks the Punisher's ass, and then he hears more gang vons outside, so he just leaves the Punisher alone and jumps out the window.
Okay.
Because the sun has gone down.
What? He's not a vampire.
The sun has gone down. We wasted too much time here.
He spent like a full day beating the hell out of the Punisher.
Yeah, now he has to go find the gang members because it's nighttime and the gangs come out at night.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Even though they were literally just active like a few minutes ago. when
No,
Punisher
those
was
were just
mowing them down.
pedestrians.
I mean, yeah. That's,
Everyone in Oakland has an Uzi.
Yeah.
They were just kids wearing
They just-
backwards hats.
Another gang. So,
Oh my God, we're being attacked by the Punisher.
yeah.
No, they
so,
all
Right
guns.
outside of school.
They're like waving guns around and stuff. They make it easy for them.
so
They're actually just water guns.
Venom goes to look for Gray while Punisher asks the AI in Battle Van to come up with contingency measures against Venom. And they're like, he's weak against sonics and fire, so get the things that you use that have those abilities.
He has an AI in the battle van?
Oh, yeah.
I did not know that.
I guess
Makes them-
Microchip installed it.
Microchips installed.
Ah. So Microchip's not in this book.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Oh, no,
thank
Microchip
God.
appears in one panel.
Oh, okay.
Because he basically
Is he
says, like,
calling
He
him?
has to call him up, right?
yes.
Yeah.
He calls Microchip. He's like, what's going on? Microchip's like, here's the information. Punisher's like, thanks. So Rico is coordinating a gang strike against 2 other gangs because it's war now.
Right, because the Punisher started a war. The confusion of the Punisher's assault has set off a gang war.
Yeah, but it like that. No,
No,
Well, that
Oakland.
wouldn't start a gang war.
no, it's not.
Oakland itself started the gang war.
Yeah, the fact there's like 5 gangs and they're all seemingly interested in only shooting people out the window of a moving vehicle.
Right, for
Like
no
you're horning
reason.
in on my action.
Like, hey, get out of here. That's
What's
our
my
job.
shtick?
These are my future
what I
victims
do.
of
Bang,
random
bang.
violence.
Yeah, like how do any of us make money? So.
Where do we get these guns from? Like,
Oh, I know. They have,
how is
look
any
at
of
their
this financed?
facilities. They have like big. Oh no, those are windows. I don't know. So anyway, so Gray.
Yeah, but look at all these cool computers.
Well, Gray finds a secret entrance to the lab
Oh shit.
by accident.
in the gang lair.
Yes.
It's like underneath or whatever, or through a door.
Right.
Yeah.
And so Gray's like checking it out, and Rico shows up and he's like, "Yo, man, we gotta go. Hey, what is all this stuff? Well, no time for that. Take an Uzi. We gotta shoot some folk." And Gray's like, "Oh man, what a conundrum. Do I dare shoot people to chase this story? I mean, I found the facility. I'm done. But if I don't shoot people, they might shoot me. What do I do?" Look at the moral quandary that Gray's in.
Yeah,
Don't you
that's-
care about Gray?
I think the answer is you go upstairs with the Uzi, you mow down the Jadoo, and then you go back downstairs.
I don't
and
want to kill
investigate the
anybody.
Hydra.
He is like some stupid teenager.
How about
So-
you just like, okay, I'm coming, and then like you just don't go with them, and then you just leave.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
found
they
the
would-
facility. I know the address. We're done. I'll show
Yeah.
them with 1,000 cops.
That makes sense, but I think they would also like be like, "Where you going, Gray?"
Oh yeah, no, they do. Like every time he tries to sneak away, Rico's there, like, "Gray, come on, man!" And Gray's like, "Oh man, peer pressure." So Punisher tracks Venom. Venom sees Punisher's van. So then Venom tries to attack the battle van and is zapped by a recently installed satellite dish that also apparently shoots Sonics.
Yep.
And so,
Well, that's not a satellite dish. That's a Sonic dish.
Yeah, it's a Sonic.
I mean, easily it is, but it looks like a satellite dish.
It's
now.
garbage.
But Venom gets zapped, and so Punisher then locks Venom in a cage and leaves the beam on Venom, so that Venom is now stuck in this cage.
Yeah, and he's
And
like
because-
in constant pain.
Right, because the Sonics are basically inhibiting the symbiote, he doesn't have augmented strength, so he can't bend the bars.
Right, but
Right.
couldn't the symbiote just like leach out of his body and then escape?
Oh, that's what it does.
It's in a cage with bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, and it should. But so Venom is left in a cage at the end of the first issue. Punisher goes beating the hell out of other gang members to find out what the Jadoo are up to.
Okay.
And then he goes to take care of the Jadoo, and Gray is in the passenger seat, riding shotgun, if you will. And Rico's like, "All right, man, we're gonna make these
Now is the time. You're gonna have to shoot them.
kill or be killed." Gray.
Right.
Here we go.
Now
we
that's
go.
funny
Oh,
because
no, what's gonna happen
Rico
to
was the one
Gray?
with the shotgun, but he's driving.
I know.
And
I'm more like
Gray has the-
metaphorically.
There's so much tension in this book
The
because
book's
I care
called
about.
High Tension.
What's anything about this character that would make me give a shit about it?
He has a weird birthmark on his neck.
It's like the whole premise of the tension that they claim is there is hinged on this character.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That we don't know about, anything about, or care about.
That's right.
Except for that birthmark.
Yeah, he is the only character that has any substance because you're reading a Venom book.
Yeah.
So Venom comes up with a bright idea to send a tendril from the symbiote to go through the sewers behind the battle van, smash the controls that manipulate the microwave emitter, and then he smashes the van.
Right.
Oh, sweet. It becomes a Street Fighter
Oh, the
2
whole
stage.
van?
Yeah. Well, he smashes key components to the van.
Okay.
And he's like, crap, I lost concentration. I'm supposed to be saving Gray. So then Venom happens upon Punisher, who's just killing random gang members.
Yep.
And that's all they'll do throughout the book. Meanwhile...
Not even the Jadu. He's just killing other gang members.
Exactly.
Well, there's multiple
It's a
gangs,
gang
yeah.
war that Punisher
Yeah.
has started, apparently.
Oh, there's one. Kill. Oh, there's another one. Kill.
Yep.
I don't
Like,
care.
how do you know? These people are just dressed like teenagers.
No, they got bars and stuff.
Plus,
and
like,
crowbars and.
I mean, the fact they have
Everyone-
guns in their hands should help, but like...
And everyone in LA at this point has a gun. Look at Predator 2.
Yeah.
Look at the subway scene.
That wasn't the far-flung future of 1997, though.
Oh.
Which is 4 years after this book came out.
A lot has changed.
Yeah. So, anyway, Gray is like kind of dawdling. He's like, oh, this shot isn't right. He's just, no, come on, stop wasting time. Hey, look, here comes some targets now. You better go. And Gray's like, I guess I better just close my eyes and squeeze.
What?
So he just closes his eyes and just mows down a few people. And they're like, oh, yeah, did you see that? Did you see how they all got shot? That was awesome. Which is fair. Like, I get that this is actually realistic dialogue for like stupid idiot teenagers who are like, sweet, you did it. You did the thing that we told you to do. Lol, peer pressure is real and it works. So Gray's like, oh no, now they want me to kill more. Is the moral quandary that I will kill more people? Like, you've ruined it.
It's over.
It's over. Like,
You're a
Gray
bad
has killed
guy.
people. You're a bad guy now, according to Marvel law.
And not only that, but now the Punisher is entirely justified.
Yeah.
Now you're no longer a source.
Completely.
Yeah.
So then Venom...
That's insane.
I
What
know.
kind of who does he work for?
Who, Gray?
He said he's an investigative reporter.
Oh yeah, what newspaper?
Yeah.
The Los Angeles-based one. They don't say.
There's
it
no
doesn't matter.
paper that would sanction
Oh,
an investigative
no.
reporter mowing
Murdering
down
people?
teenagers.
Oh yeah, no, the story's over. Now it's
Yeah,
about.
I guess I'm in the gang now.
So when do we get paid? Paid? Yo, I gotta get to work.
I'm going to be the next Hunter S. Thompson. I'm
what
so
I-
involved with this gang.
Yeah, maybe he'll write a book, and then he'll be absolved by the culture. So, Punisher's shooting people. Venom finds the colors that match the Jadu, and he's like, "Hey, I need to find a guy. He's got a birthmark on his neck." And they're like, "Well, yo, we're not gonna tell you nothing. The Jadus don't betray our own." And they shoot him, and then he spits out more bullets,
Yeah.
cementing the fact that Venom is immune to bullets.
Right.
And he's like,
Was he always?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. He could have the suit absorbed them and he spits them out.
Okay.
So anyway, Venom like murders someone in a horrible way that is only alluded to via screams and off-panel violence.
And
then,
a fantastic onomatopoeia.
yep, scapulch.
I thought it said scapula. I was like, isn't that a body part?
So
Like a bone that covers a tendon or something? I
don't know.
Ah, the scapula.
oh,
I think
so
it's your shoulder.
I wouldn't know. So one of the Jadu was like, "I will tell you everything you need to know.
Right.
You scary monster."
Yeah, you just crushed that man to death.
Punisher is reloading when another gang member shows up behind Punisher and they're about to kill him.
Oh.
And Venom sees that and he's like, I'm gonna regret this. So Venom fires his symbiote at Punisher, which then wraps around Punisher, and we get this kind of cool hybrid Venom Punisher character for one panel, so that he absorbs the blast of the shotgun and then saves Punisher's life. Then Punisher shoots that guy, and then Venom and Punisher meet up.
I guess
When
that's
you get
cool.
when you get a Venom Punisher team up, Punisher had better get the freaking suit. Like, I want to
Yeah.
see a hodgepodge. They're practically identical already. I better see what Punisher would look like with the symbiote, and I
Yep.
guess they kind of delivered.
A little bit.
I mean,
You get,
all
you
they
at least
do,
get his face mostly covered.
you get his face mostly covered with the Venom eyes.
Yeah.
And that's it. You still see the normal
But the
skull
skull
underneath.
is basically just another version of the
spider.
Venom spider anyway.
It's the same color. You can imagine that if the suit was completed, it would just be the skull in the front.
Right, or we a skull with legs.
Maybe, yeah. It's basically his outfit, but smoother.
That's
Yes.
dumb.
well, but
skull
it
with
is.
legs?
I mean,
Yeah, or the teeth become legs.
oh,
I assumed it would be like the Venom face, but like with teeth.
maybe.
oh, like the skull is
Like
a
if-
Venom
I assumed the
Like if
skull would be on
Venom-
his face. Like the skull is here.
That would be. I want to see both versions of that.
See,
Punisher.
I think that's a much better option. Like you, instead of the eyes, like Spider-Man's eyes, no,
Yeah.
you just make it the Punisher skull
Okay,
on the
so
face.
you merge, you amalgam Venom and Punisher. What's his new amalgam name? Is it Venunisher? Is it Punham? Like,
Punham.
I think it's Lethal Protector.
I think it's Deadly Venom.
Ooh, deadly
Venom?
Isn't Venom already deadly?
Yeah, that's
Ah,
redundant.
but you're adding this this extra adverb to or adjective to it.
Yeah.
I don't know, something involving poison, venom,
Poison and punishment.
punishment.
It'd be like torture or something. I don't know.
It's
Anyway.
there, but I can't quite.
Almost there. It's like
See, for the skull, I was thinking like, what if Venom's head? What if you saw what Venom's skull looked like?
oh,
So like,
if he had a skull.
if he had a skull, what would
Since
that
he's a
skull look
two-dimensional
like?
being.
Right.
So he'd be Ghost Rider without the flames.
No,
No,
the skull,
the
like
Venom.
a logo.
So like big eye holes instead of like a regular eye hole.
Yeah, and a giant jaw
and
and
the
teeth.
teeth would be like
would be,
sharp,
would be
unlike
jagged.
a regular.
That's pretty cool too.
Does he get a bone tongue?
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah, like a tongue, as if it was like made of like many small bones.
What if this? What about this? He opens it out. He fires bullets
Oh, yeah.
because he has like ammo packs
And
that
it's
the
just-
suit uses and then fires them out of his mouth.
Yeah.
I like this.
This is all cooler than what happens here. So, anyway, Venom's like, I saved your life. Don't kill Gray. He's got a weird He's got a weird birthmark on
It's
his
like you've
neck.
never met the Punisher before, Venom.
Yeah.
Like, why would he make the? Like, you already saved my life. You're not going to kill me.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I make a deal with you?
Well, he does.
That's
or at least
stupid.
He doesn't say anything, but his internal monologue is a curse word. So you're assuming that he
Like,
begrudgingly
damn it.
agrees with Venom.
I'm a man of honor, if nothing else.
Yep. So they go back home, the Jadu. And so they get there, and Gray is just like, oh, he's wiped from his crazy experience. And so he just tries to get away. So he runs into the lab that he knows is kind of a secret, but the door's open so everybody can find it.
Right.
And he's like, God, like, I never would have murdered people if I had not done this. Like my stupid dad and his dumb super soldier project. If I didn't know about that, I never would have gotten involved in this. It's like, it's all my dad's fault, and I'm mad. Meanwhile, like, Venom's murdering people and being like, okay, no birthmark, moving on. So, like, so Punisher breaks into the Jadu's home base.
Oh, how does he
And
find it?
It's because he's just shooting people as they run
just
towards
stumbles upon
towards
it.
refuge,
Yeah.
probably. And so, you know, Venom's murdering people, Punisher's murdering people. Gray hears the shots downstairs, like, oh my God, like the Punisher's coming. Maybe I deserve this. And then his guy shows up, Rico. I don't remember his name.
Yeah, Rico.
Yeah.
So then Rico shows up. He's like, "It's the Punisher!" He's getting shot as but he dies in Gray's arms.
Holy
and Gray's
shit.
like, "Oh my God!" And he's hearing Punisher like reload.
What do you mean? Oh my God! These were the people that were pushing you to murder
It's more like,
others.
"Oh my God, I'm in a really scary situation right now."
That guy just died right in front of me. I'm next.
Yeah, and like all I hear is just. Like just the horror sounds of someone reloading. He must be really close.
Yep.
So then he backs up into the test tube chamber.
Which looks like it's from The Fly.
Naturally,
Yeah.
or this island Earth,
Right.
And he's like, I need to like trigger the super soldier sequence and just
Oh.
make myself super powerful so I can maybe have a snowball's chance of
I'm
hell of
sure
not
that machine
dying.
will work.
Probably.
That's why Hydra has so many super soldiers out there.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because the machine works.
Because they're loaded with super
Plus,
soldiers.
it's been sitting there like unattended for
years.
years.
So
They
he-
left it loaded with the serum.
So he
It's like they try it and like some terrible thing comes out. They're like, okay, well that was a fail.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
we disassemble the area? Just leave it.
Just walk away.
Put a door over it or something.
You know what you do? You turn around and you walk away.
Walk away. This is a super science suit facility. Costs $1 million to facilitate. It's full of untold technology. What do you mean just walk away? So Gray is just like, oh my God, like I can't believe I'm going to experiment on myself. Now, again, I'm put into an impossible situation.
It's impossible.
So Punisher shows up.
It's not your fault in
the
any
sequence
way.
turns on, and then Pyre emerges. No longer Gray. Remember Funeral Pyre?
Oh, we finally get the pyre
Pyre.
from the funeral pyre.
I don't know, but I'm full of power now. You killed Rico, and now you're gonna pay because Rico was nice to me. And you're like, what?
I thought Rico was bad.
made
Rico
you
was a
murder people.
murderer.
So then he shoots energy. What kind of energy? Why does he do that? How does it work? This is if you got powers in 1993. This is the basic subset of powers: energy projection, 9 vulnerability, immunity to bullets. So he shoots these
Change
powers.
skin color.
He has
Yeah.
powers, okay?
Yes.
Superhero
So
powers.
then he is shooting at Punisher. He disarms the Punisher. Then another member of the Jadu shows up. He's like, Gray, you okay? And he's like, you're one of the jerks who made me kill people. So then he fires a lightning bolt.
Rico,
Just like
who
Rico.
I liked from a minute ago.
Who I justified my attack of the Punisher over. So then he's just shooting at people randomly. And then Venom shows up like, hey, it's Gray. I'm here to save you.
How can you tell? This person has red skin, no birthmark.
Oh, you can see the, you can still see the birthmark.
Oh, it's still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then,
the kid didn't mention anything about red skin, but it's clearly a birthmark, so it must be it.
You must be it. And I love it because basically Gray's like, save me. Fuck you! You were supposed to help me. You're too late, man.
Yeah,
So
I became a bad guy
he's,
already.
he's blasting Venom, and Venom's like, but we were here to save you. Like, but I tried to do the right thing for once.
Yeah. What? Who are you, man? Get the hell out of here.
That's hilarious. It looks like he's having a great time.
Whoa.
He looks like the Bumble from Rudolph. While Gray starts shooting at Punisher, Venom sneaks away, and Venom's like, and Pyre's like, oh man, everyone I want to kill ran away, so I guess I better chase after them. So Punisher like climbs into the battle van.
And then he gets in and he makes a face like, I've been waiting to take a dump for days.
He really does.
Thank God there's a hole in this driver's seat. Phil.
That's how he made it there in only a couple hours. So basically he calls Microchip and he's like, so the van's smashed, I'm fighting a guy with like energy projection powers. So,
powers. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's like, what do I do? And he's like, well, you should, like, here's the thing. If it's microwave emission, then he should be firing via a certain, like, microwave, like,
Frequency.
Right? And so maybe you could calibrate the van, which already has, like, a microwave emitter that you use to fight Venom, and counter it to his frequency, and it should, like, dampen or weaken him.
I can't do that, Microchip. Venom smashed the Sonic
Now,
thing.
the dish is fine or something. It doesn't matter.
He didn't smash the thing that was hurting him?
He did smash it, but like now it's not smashed. So like it's moving on. So Venom and Pyre.
Don't worry, I had a backup dish. This was for satellite TV, though.
Yeah. I mean, like literally, the dish is back. So
So
Yeah.
the other one was firing Sonics, and this was firing
I think it was always firing like
microwaves.
Look,
because it does change color.
It's a dish.
He's shooting.
All right?
He's shooting a.
Oh, it's a different wavelength than he shot Venom with. That's why it's a different color. I mean, you wouldn't see it anyway, so it's just a representation of what's happening. Yeah, it's not real.
It's for our benefit.
It doesn't really look like that.
So Venom basically just dodges Pyre's attacks until Punisher just blasts the battle van into the room.
Yeah.
And then he shoots Pyre with his microwave satellite dish, which hurts Pyre and also hurts Venom.
Okay.
Oh, it's like Sonics and microwaves.
Yeah. And so Venom's like, damn it, this is even worse. And it's all the Punisher's fault. So then he smashes the battle van again. And Punisher's like, are you stupid?
What are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
Are you dense?
Are you
retarded or something?
I'm the goddamn Punisher. So
So
then
they hit me with the microwave. Apparently, Venom is also weak to microwaves. It's
he
not
is.
just Sonics. Yeah.
No, it's
so
heat.
That's why he can never make a frozen dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or have a pacemaker. So,
Or popcorn.
So Punisher fires like grenades at Pyre, which like hurt him badly. And Venom's like, we're not trying to kill him, you jackass. So then Venom jumps over.
Why not?
Because
Yes, you are
You're
at
an
this
innocent
point.
victim of circumstance. You're attacking me. You're not killing innocent people. You're killed like Jadu members, and you're attacking me and Punisher. Hardly innocent. Like I may be able to still save you. I could still salvage
I guess he doesn't know that Pyre killed people already.
Yeah, did a drive-by.
He also, like, I think that Venom is probably sympathetic to Pyre. Like, you were in an impossible
Right.
situation.
Right.
He's not
He's
as
like
black
me.
and white as Punisher.
Right. Like if I can't redeem him, that means I can't be redeemed.
Yeah.
He's just like
You don't
me.
understand. He's still like me. What? How? He's a reporter.
You don't understand. So
He's
then-
freedom of the
like me.
press.
Yeah. So, Pyre is attacking Venom. Like, Venom goes to, like, help him out. And Pyre's like, what are you doing, man? Get away from me. We're enemies now. And Venom's like, okay, well, I guess that's it. So then he webs a giant air conditioning unit above them. And he pulls it down, and it crushes Pyre's legs.
Oh, all
And he's
right.
like, okay, now that you're crippled, if you stop attacking me, I'll rescue you.
Dude, stop. Stop. Dude,
Just
stop.
stop.
Just stop. Dude, stop.
Okay, now that we got a second to chill out, stop. Come with me and I'll rescue you.
Right.
And Pyre's like, I would rather die.
Come with you. You just crippled me.
Yeah. And
Right.
he's like, so I would rather
No.
die. And then like,
Ah.
and that's when like all the chaos that ensued like causes all the equipment to explode. And so then now there's fire.
Oh.
And so
Well, thank
Pyre's
God
like,
I was gonna
Hydra's-
burn to death.
oh, I love it. So Pyre, like basically Anakin Skywalker's where he's on fire And Venom's like, oh, I'll go save you. And then there's all fire around him, and he's on fire himself. And Venom's like, I can't save him. It's too much. Like, the fire's too much. And
it's like a funeral pyre in here.
Pyre's like, I'm burning alive. Why, Venom? Why won't you save me? And then,
what?
And then,
why won't you save me?
Yo, I'm telling you, you're a hero. You have to save me.
Yeah, and then Punisher leaves, and then Venom chases Punisher, and then Venom's like, man, Punisher, like, you're a dick. And Punisher's like, you're the dick. And then Venom's like, we should fight.
Fair point.
And then Venom's like, we should fight. And then Punisher hears some sirens, and they're both like, oh, crap, the fuzz. And before they go, Punisher makes a quip where he says, who am I supposed to bill for the damage to my van? And Venom says, you could probably salvage this building, which is full of old Hydra tech. And Punisher's like, good idea.
Thanks, man. You're all right.
And then Venom leaves, and then out from the rubble comes Pyre. You don't see him, but you see a speech bubble that says, ha ha ha. Like, ha ha ha. Will Pyre return? No, he died in the fire. But he does.
But he lived
The
just
end
long enough.
question mark?
Yeah. And then there's a postscript to the story where, okay, after Civil War, the Avengers were like, we should create like a camp to train young heroes, right? And we'll build it on top of the site where all those children were killed by young superheroes. And so they do, and there's like one issue that has like, it's a filler bullshit issue that's just full of like background information on random Marvel characters. And one of them is Pyre. And it has a picture from this series because it's the last time Pyre appears. And it basically is going over like, who would be a good candidate for the initiative and stuff. It's just like, Pyre, no. Like, he sucks. And I'm like,
It's a hard pass.
And
yeah,
dead.
and that's the reference to Pyre. Like, no,
That's
he
awesome.
doesn't die, as the canon implies in
Right.
the initiative book. But like, he might as well have.
They decide, they're like,
They don't even draw a
nah.
new picture. They just use a panel from this. But they establish this like this rad-looking character.
yeah, he does look kind of cool.
But his powers are like indiscriminate.
Yeah.
And his
doesn't look
motivation
cool.
sucks. And he's also like a dork.
I guess he uses microwaves?
Yeah. The
Because
whole
they say
book
that
is about
like
microwaves.
he gets charged by the microwaves hitting him.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like a hint as to what his powers are.
Yeah.
Although you could just say, well, that's just generic energy absorption.
Exactly. He's like Carol Danvers, who can absorb energy, or Bishop, or anyone.
Yeah.
My
I don't know
favorite
what
thing
this
in this
means.
entire book is just right at the end. He's like, oh, I should have killed him before he had a chance to like kill anyone or turn into that monster. And Venom's like, we've heard enough of this. You have to pay for this. Woo woo!
Oh shit!
Bail?
Bail.
Oh yeah. If you want to repair your van, you could probably sell some of this tech. Oh, thank you.
Good
yeah,
idea.
that's great. Yeah.
I'll come back after they're done with the sweep.
Yeah, I'll come help you out. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Really? Yeah.
Yeah. We'll salvage some tech together.
Oh,
yeah.
awesome, sweet.
Yeah, because they realized when the cops showed up, like, oh, we're both the
Bad
same
guys.
thing.
Oh.
We're like on the run from like, oh yeah.
Hey,
we
hey,
shouldn't
did you
be
notice that we're the
fighting.
same color schemes?
You know, I wanted to say something. I think it works really well.
You know, I gotta say,
you
dig
wear it
your,
better.
You know what? I dig your whole skull aesthetic. What would you look like if you had the suit? Let's find out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I look dope.
I'm not gonna lie. This feels right.
Cool. Let's call a seamstress and make you a costume that looks like.
No, I think I'm just gonna keep the symbiote.
Oh.
And the Superman's like, hey, you're psychotic. I'm down. Hang on. Let me just asexually reproduce. Bloop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it once before.
Venom has,
Carnage.
at this point, he has 5 offshoots. One of
Right.
whom is Riot, and no one cares, except for Sony, who makes him the main bad guy in the Venom movie. But he looks just like Venom. Why doesn't Punisher get the symbiote?
Yeah, he should get the Riot symbiote.
Yeah. 20 years ago. Anyway, Funeral Pyre.
This is the most pointless book we've ever read.
Easily.
I guess it's about like the futility
Yeah.
of like help, or like sometimes you can't save them all.
You can't save everyone.
No,
Venom, you can't save everyone.
No, this is the dangers of gangs. This is like
I
anti-gang
guess.
book because
got
like
all kinds of
they'll
messages.
they'll start like warping your mind and you'll
Yeah.
get sucked in, and
Yeah.
before you
You'll
know
think
it,
that
you're mowing people
playing
down.
them, but they're playing you.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
warns
once you
about
fall in.
and then like one of them will die, and you'll feel a strong bond with them, even though they turned you into a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you'll kill another one.
who did the exact same thing.
Yeah. And be
because-
real pissed at them.
Yeah.
Because you're just so mixed up
I'm all messed up.
Venom Funeral Pyre, it sucks.
Agreed.
We read it, so you didn't have to.
Yeah.
But if you want to.
No.
No.
But,
well, we have no idea if it's collected.
I don't know.
I assume.
You know, I think there is a trade that has like a bunch of the minis. So you could probably get it. It's in the description. Click down there and find it if you want to like have a good laugh at the expense of this terrible comic. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time here on Back Issues, where we'll do something better, I promise. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I'm Sal.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Ben.
So long. If you turn to your copy of Venom Funeral Pyre #2, if you turn it around, you'll see this ad. It says, is it a video? Look inside for Adventure Vision. Then you open the book, and then the inside cover of the first page is Adventure. Is it a game? Is it a video? Then you turn like 2 pages, and then you get a 4-page ad for Dragon Strike, a VHS adventure game and you could see the rich, awesome cutscenes that await you.
This is awesome.
When Dragon Strike, the video ends, watch the 33-minute video of awesome video action as heroes fight wicked monsters and powerful magic. And then you see the actual game, and look at all these sweet clay-rendered characters, and look, a very small grainy image of what the actual board looks like. There's so much more to Adventure Vision and Dragon Strike. It is a video, and it's a game.
It's Dragon Strike.
It's not a video game, which is what you would rather be playing. But I want you to think those two things when you're playing Dragon Strike.
So, yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Dragon Strike.
Dragon Strike. Filmed in hyper reality.
Trademark and copyrighted. What the fuck?